Hello, everybody. It looks like I'm on live here on Google Hangouts, which I'd like to give a shout out to Google for helping us out set up with the Google Hangouts, which is a direct link to YouTube. And it's super easy to use. You don't really have to stress out, do anything. I mean, they made it as easy could be, but some people just have trouble with it. But or again, they don't want to touch it because they're afraid of new things. But I want to give a shout out and endorsement to Google for coming up with this amazing program. It's really cool. And if you want to have your own show, you want to do that, just go to Google's Hangouts on Air, and here you are. And a lot happening right now. There's going to be a live show. We are going to be talking about the latest nerd news. We are going to be talking about stuff coming on. But I do want to make this little pre-show and talk about the PowerCon that we're going to be going to. And let me set this up here in a minute. Hopefully it works. According to this, it says you all are seeing it. The PowerCon is going to be in a couple of weeks. Awesome. We are, they're going to have this whole new plan, this whole new spiel. It's going to be, again, the following dates will be June 4th and 5th in Los Angeles, Torrance to be more specific. There's some events scheduled here and all this, and I definitely want to talk to you about what's going to be there. Tons of good info, tons. If you are a toy collector, if you are a fan of He-Man and She-Ra, and come on, we're going to be fans of that. You should be here for this. This is going to be a great show. The schedule program came out today, and they announced that on Friday, June 3rd from 6 to 8. Please pick up your passes. Early attendee pickup. Again, I'm going to be there. Val, I'm going to be there. And 6 to 8:30, again, the early toy exclusives pickups. This was super awesome from Mattel. They did a bunch of custom figures. They did a green Granomir, which he's kind of back there. They made the regular one's the red one. The green one came out in the mini comics. There's a red Beastman to look like the early prototype. There's also a Cobra Khan coming in here. And so there is a bunch of those rare toy exclusives that I am just excited about. Hopefully I can get a few. I'm going to be honest with you. I voted for the green one at the convention, so many years ago, but I fell in love with the red one. And if I get a green one, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. As you can see, I have an awesome collection of, actually, point of pride, I have every classics He-Man and She-Ra figure ever done. I have everything. There's nothing I'm missing except the translucent one, but that was only given to employees. But I have like a rare plastic one that broke on me, but the glow in the dark is a good substitute, and I have some customized ones. And I just realized my Orko fell down. Let me pick him up a little bit there. Don't want to mess that up. And one thing I want to cover is, again, what you're going to be getting at the PowerCon. You can go to their website, look them up on YouTube. The again, the big convention is going to be on Saturday, June 4th. Again, show up, pick up your passes. The con will officially open at 10 o'clock. From 10:30 to 11:30, there's going to be the introduction to the German audio plays, which is really cool because they're really in-depth stories. They're really well drawn, actually. I mean, they're well drawn and they're well written, but because of the German, it's been a little bit hard. So there's going to be an introduction to them. There's going to be a couple of things, especially now with the Anti-Eternia He-Man that came out a couple of weeks ago. It's going to be a little bit complex. And that's the thing I was trying to say, is that the German ones are a little complex storylines. And I'm looking forward to hearing them. And it's going to be on Gunnar Sadowski here. And Crespo, how you doing?
Hey, doing fine. It's testing this with my phone because my computer doesn't want to cooperate with any microphones or webcams.
It's difficult, I know, but this is how we have to do stuff sometimes. I was just getting into a little bit about the PowerCon here because we're looking forward to being, especially for He-Man fans. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's the right now the only He-Man related convention we've got. I mean, Hasbro has their cons. They got BotCon, JoeCon, and even BronyCon for the My Little Pony fans, and Mattel has pretty much nothing. So it's good that we have at least a convention that's doing something related for the brand. And as a Masters of the Universe fan, well, I wish I could go, but unfortunately, job and ticket prices and all that stuff
And you got
makes
to
it a
cross a
bit.
whole ocean, man. Well, not a whole ocean, but you do have to cross the ocean to be here.
Yeah, that means getting a dog sitter, a cat sitter, and I don't trust my brother to do that.
Well, the other thing, again, one of the highlights that I just mentioned was about the German audio plays, which are really cool when you look at them and all that, but to the American audiences, they get lost. And that's where the Anti-Eternia He-Man comes from. And again, a lot of people are like, where's this character from?
Yeah, that is an interesting figure, and it's pretty cool that the German fans get something out of Masters of the Universe Classics. I mean, I've heard a bit of a part of the translations. I haven't finished it because I haven't got that much free time now, and it's weird listening to the translations. And that I know the translations are missing some context that German fans may get even better. And but the fact that they are getting a bone thrown at them is pretty cool, and the figure, for being a very basic figure, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, you're lucky. I missed out on that one. And I got in on time.
And the only bad thing about it is the limited availability of it. I mean, I know not many fans outside of Germany would understand the importance of the character, and I know completists are going mad about him because it's been a bit of a pain to get. But at the end of the day, it's, for a very vanilla figure, it's a decent one. Shame that it's so limited because part of me wants to get for you and make a custom human ninja out of it.
Well, I want to assure people, and again, it's been assured he's coming back. He's going to pop up at times. And so I expect him. And the other one, speaking of great designs and all that, the Four Horsemen are going to have a panel, the design of Masters of the Universe, which again, you can meet up with the Four Horsemen and see their new design, see how they make figures. I've met them on a few occasions, and these again, absolutely love. I love talking to them. Kelly would, she's a little closer to where they're at, and she knows them a little bit more. But they're awesome guys.
Yeah, and they're pretty skilled. I mean, we've seen them from their McFarlane days. We've seen in the early 2000s when they took all those He-Man redesigns they made. They kept the essence of the original vintage characters. They just adapted them to this new hybrid movie design idea slash Japanese anime inspired with the oversized pauldrons, weapons, etc. And we've seen what they can do with their original lines, like the Mythical Legions, the Cathetropolis, and all that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get a few of the Mythic Legions. I pre-ordered some of the skeleton guys just to I had hopes of putting them with my Snake Mountain, but again, hopefully at the con we'll be able to get the straight story of what happened to that. And it's all rumor right now, so nobody knows anything about
Yeah,
Snake
I
Mountain.
just hope that we can get that Snake Mountain. I mean, it's not just for me. It's not just because it's a really cool toy. I mean, you know that my mom passed away last September, right?
Yeah.
Well, she was like more excited about Snake Mountain than I was when I showed it to her in late July. She was like, "Ah, tú no lo vas a comprar? Ah, sí, pues la voy a comprar yo y te la voy a dar de regalo de Navidad." And I'm like, you know what? You want to buy me Snake Mountain? Go for it. Sure. But now that she's not here, I want to get it because like she promised me to get it no matter what. So, and I kind of feel like it's not just for me, but it's like she kind of wanted it herself. So I want to scratch that item off her bucket list, even
Oh,
though she'll kick the bucket.
and for me, I never had it. I That's the one playset I never got. So again, it's kind of a holy grail for me. So I'm hoping again to bug them about it. And then also at the convention, there's going to be the voices of Eternia and Etheria. We're going to meet actors like Melanie Britt, Brian Dobson, Gabe Kuth, Alan Oppenheimer. Again, all these classic voices talking to us about Masters of the Universe. And I want to get Skeletor to do a message on my phone. That's one goal I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty cool of them to be there because they might have an inkling of an idea of how much they influence us Masters of the Universe fans, but it's nice. It's not. It's a great experience for a fan to tell their favorite VAs like, "Thank you for helping me become the person I've become," especially those from cartoons from our childhood.
Oh, I agree with you, especially I'll tell you, my wife, she's a sort of fan. She enjoyed Shira, but she's not like a hardcore Motu fan. But again, she had fond memories. I told her Melanie Britt, voice of Shira, is going to be there. She's excited. I mean, I've met some cartoon voice people. I met, his name, I'm drawing a blank right now. His name skips me, the voice of Cobra Commander and all those other ones. He was fun. Um,
Wait, 80s Cobra Commander or the later Cobra Commander?
80s Cobra Commander.
Chris Lara. He was the
Oh,
original voice. Oh,
yeah, I met him. He was awesome. Billy West, the voice of Fry in Futurama. That guy's nuts. And he's a blast. So there's always an interesting adventure talking to cartoon guys, especially they're the guys who are coming in late to the game. They're the ones who used to be like, what, people want to meet us? Why? And they discovered they're the most interesting people I've met.
yeah, and their job is not that is easy to do because they have basically to emote everything through their voice. And some people just don't respect the art of voice acting, and it's a lot harder than it seems, guys. It's not like Chris Rock said, like it's just stand there, read lines, get your millions. So kudos and mad props to the voice acting community because they're basically the ones that entertain us, that shaped us outside our parents, our teachers, and normal physical people, authority figures.
You're right, man. You are completely right. And then the big one that's coming up is Mattel is going to have the Mattel Power Panel. They're going to announce the San Diego Comic-Con items on it. And we already, well, let's be honest. We saw one. Or it's Barbie as She-Ra. Come on. We know it is.
It's a She-Ra doll, but we still don't know if it's on the Barbie buck or if it's on the high buck. I hope it's on the Barbie buck because I hate those high bucks. And by high bucks, I mean Monster High, Ever After High.
I think it's a little more detailed, like the Batman versus Superman ones, which actually came out looking decent. I got to give credit; those ones look decent. So, and it looks like they put a lot of detail in the She-Ra one.
And those bucks have the Barbie Wonder Woman buck has a decent proportions. It's not like the Monster High bodies or the Bratz bodies that have weird proportions. I just hope that She-Ra is not a ridiculously overpriced item. But 3 dresses, multiple accessories, so well, simply limited quantities. I suppose it would be the item rarity level above the pink label. Not necessarily a limited edition, but Barbie collector people know what I'm talking about more or less, so it might be slightly rarer than a normal pink label Barbie doll.
You're right, and I gotta admit, I'm also a little worried. About Motu items, so for San Diego, I'm hoping, but again, I am a little worried. You gotta admit, it's been a little scary. It's been a little scarce this year.
Yeah, but the problem we have right now, and I'm talking about the classics line, now collector's choices, that we're at the bottom of the barrel. What we have left is few stragglers from the cartoons. We've got Songster from the Power Tour. Movie rights, I'm not even going to think about those because I don't think Mattel's going to go through that with the whole deal. Warner asking for more money than the movie rights are worth. And we don't have that much characters to do. I mean, what they're going to do? Green He-Man, call it Slime Pit He-Man. I'm sure they're not going to do KO or Quake from New Adventures as San Diego items. It would have to be something big, something that would pop. I mean, the Energy Zoids, yeah, they sold out on Matty, but that's a D-lister from the vintage toy line. Comet Warriors from 2 years before. Again, bottom rung characters. There's not that big wow item that we need. And as much as I would like a 2000X He-Man versus Skeletor 2-pack, the big two on San Diego, I don't think that's going to happen because it would be another rehash of the main two again. Blech.
I got to agree with you. I think the wells kind of run dry after all these years. It kind of did.
And you know what's the scary part is that so far it looks like we're not getting a classics item. The scary part is that the Filmation subline is not even getting anything. Because, I mean, they could have just thrown in a He-Man with a derpy robot face, and you have Faker, Comic-Con exclusive, or even a Prince Adam, which is basically the He-Man buck and a new tunic. Only one new piece there. And it's like, nope.
And I gotta point out the Mattel collector ones have not been that hard to get. Yes, they're a little pricey, but they have not been that hard to get. You want hard to get, try to get the Hasbro stuff. They don't tell you. They pop up, they're gone, and it's been ridiculous with the Hasbro stuff. But Matty collector,
I'm still angry for the Titan Slaughter from a few years back.
I agree with you.
I'm from Zorana. So it's like, you know what? Screw Hasbro.
And then there's also Memories of Lou Schreimer coming panel, which, again, the daughter Erica Schreimer is going to be doing a history of Filmation. And, again, Lou Schreimer does need all the praises and honors he should get. He was such an influence, such a historical figure in children's animated series that he does deserve the kudos he gets. So I'm really looking forward to being on that one.
And the thing is that not only as a Masters of the Universe fan, because Lou did the 70s Batman and Robin series, which Melanie Britt did Batgirl. They couldn't get Yvonne Craig to do Batgirl, but they got Melanie Britt to do her. So there's that, and that we had Star Trek, the original series, the original Star Trek cartoon series with the original cast, well, some of the original cast, and we got Brave Star. There's also the Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters,
Well,
like
Filmation's Ghostbusters.
and the Ghostbusters cartoon, which was the sons of the original Ghostbusters, not the popular Ghostbusters, the
Yeah.
original.
And let's not.
Because we've got like Ghostbusters, the Filmation ones, we've got the Sony Ghostbusters, we got the sons of the Filmation Ghostbusters, and now we have the female Ghostbusters, and there's the rumor of the Chris Pratt, Channing Tatum project for the other male Ghostbusters.
Well, let's not forget too Gilligan's Planet. I love Gilligan's Planet, and of course, one I'm looking forward to, the Power of Dark Horse books. Dark Horse is so far delivered 2. There's a 3rd on the way, and I'm really curious about what other books are coming.
That sounds like an interesting idea of other books that are coming.
Yes,
But-
what other books? All right, can't. Okay, but it's going to be an awesome panel. I'm really looking forward to the Dark Horse panel. That's it.
And then there's other stuff at the con too, like meeting other fans face to face, having a chat with other He fans outside the computer screens from forums, Facebook, etc.
Yeah, there's also going to be presentations of the fan films. The Trials of Dark Smoke is one. That was the John F. Carroll one, who did the Filmation one. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the Wizard of Stone Mountain. Yeah, he did the Wizard.
Yeah,
of
that's
Stone
based
Mountain.
on. And by the way, John F. Carroll is also doing a documentary, Playtime Masters. They have right now an Indiegogo campaign to get the documentary through. It's about experience, how Masters of the Universe has molded the fans. It's the documentary about the fans. It's not about the brand itself. It's how Masters of the Universe influenced other fans. They have a campaign right now going. Their goal is like $10,000, and I haven't heard much about it. I read a PDF about it recently, like this week, and it's an interesting idea. I wish them good luck with that, and I hope they can make the documentary, because it's an interesting take to see how the brand had an effect on us people, not the story of the brand, because there's another documentary about the brand that I don't know the status of that one. You know, the one about Roger Sweet and Mark Taylor.
Yeah, and how long's been that? I've grown old waiting for that one, man. I'm an old man now waiting for that one.
Yeah, I don't know which one will be done first, the documentary about the story of the brand or the movie.
If I pass away before it comes out, just do a seance while watching the movie, and I'll see if I can watch it, because I'm getting old.
Martin will end his books before the movie, the Masters of the Universe made.
Well, let's hope so. And then they're going to be showing the other fan films, The Fall of Grayskull, which I kind of gave it a review, and I gave a thumbs up to Tila and Evelyn. But Tila and Evelyn, yeah.
Yeah, but I know some parts were a bit corny, and he even kind of looked like Barney Rubble on steroids. But again, for a fan film, it was a decent effort.
Well, you see the love. That's you got to admit. You see the love.
And there was a respect for the property, which is something I cannot say from a mainstream adaptations by Hollywood to some media. like, say, the Street Fighter movies, just to name something really bad that it's not that recent. I'm not making any references to Martha, so we're gonna be safe.
Okay, you're right, and you know, there's a lot of that. Some of the guests, like we mentioned again, there's going to be the voice actors. There's going to be the amazing artists that are going to be there. I'm looking forward to meeting James Edok again, Busta Tunes, for the book he's coming out with, the Filmation one, who's so amazing. I have the other version he did, and I enjoyed reading it. Axel Jimenez is going to be there, and I love his artwork. Pop Man's going to be there too. So there's amazing artists. I can't believe all these great artists we're going to have.
And let's not forget the amazing repaints like Green Granamir for the mini comic fans, and Red Beastman, and the biggest one, Cobra Khan Camuflado, which is like the holy grail for many Latin American collectors, especially those from Argentina, who was the only original character ever created outside of Mattel that had an official toy. So that's now a new curiosity that completists will fight to get.
And all this, it's going to be an amazing time. I know you wish, I know a lot of people wish, but if you can get to LA, it's going to be in Torrance, near Los Angeles, California, on June 4th and 5th, 2016. Again, it's going to be an awesome time. And we hope to meet all of our favorite fans, and the fan community is awesome. This is one of the best communities I've ever been to. So I'm really looking forward to being there, and Val promised a great time.
The most important thing is having fun at the con, because there's nothing worse than being a sourpuss at a con. And remember, people, do not broke the cosplayers. That's a big no-no.
That is true. Cosplay is not consent, and again, have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of Shiras and Tilas, but again, be respectful. Good point there. All right. So again, we'll be seeing you guys there, and well, Kelly will join us over there in California. So we are looking forward, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Good journey.